Hi everybody, it is Beadbox Bargain time again. This is September's sweater weather collection. It had 22 pieces or 22 packages, an estimated retail of $94.78, and I got it this weekend. I opened it yesterday and I did an unboxing video, and then it got cut off because we had one of those emergency alert things. So instead of doing the unboxing again, I'm just going to go ahead and do my first project for y'all. You can see here we're using some of the bead mix. The little beads are the bead mix. One of the toggles, part of the wooden pendant brass chains. Let's see. This is one of the filigree. No, this is one of the chandelier components. I cut off the three bottom ones and then glued it to a piece of mahogany obsidian I had for the pendant. And then we use the spacers or the bead caps. I super glued them together. So what I did was I sat down a bead cap. Oh, do I have any word? What'd I do with that? I was gonna show you. Kristen, what'd you do with your bead caps? They were falling out. So what I did was I took a bead cap and I lined them up because we're using 2, 4, 6 of them, 7 of them. So I did this. Then I used instant adhesive thick glue. I buy this, it's just CA glue or super glue. I buy a set of them on Amazon, and I just use this. So it's just the thick glue, and I plopped it in there. I went around there. Then I used my fingers, and I had super glue all over my hands yesterday, which is why I didn't film it yesterday. I put them on together. I have a tool, I use this for when I solder things. It's just a type of solder pick, but you can use an awl, you can use a toothpick. And I went like this, and I would sit it together. And I can't do it because they're not sticking together, but I stuck them together like that so they were offset. And make sure you have a tool that you can stick through there because you need to have the hole. Then once they were like that, I undid the tool, and it's stuck in there now. And then I let them sit on wax paper or something and let them dry. And then they end up like this. And you can see where it pulled up some of it. That's fine. I'll get that off when I go to use it. We'll just pick that off right now. No big deal. And if it doesn't, then I made more than I ended up using. I'll probably have to sand it off with an emery board. So we might put that one away and pick this other one out there. So I took off the chains from the wood pieces. Excuse my arm. One of mine was broke, but it didn't matter to me because the other, I glued mine together. So that's a foreshadowing of what I'm going to do with this piece. But so I have those. And let me put these away. Yep. Where am I going to put you? Oh, I'll put you back there. Sorry for my arm. So I connected it. I used the large jump ring to connect it. And then I strung my stuff. So we will do that now. I did let this sit overnight because I honestly didn't want any more glue on my hands. I had enough of that. So we'll do this. And look, I took my fingernail polish off, but I forgot to do my one thumb. And I was turning on the camera when I figured that out, so you're gonna have to deal with one thumb polished. So probably the hardest part is getting your 2 chains in there, like that. I'll hold it. I'm gonna add it to this. Am I in the frame? Yep, good. Gonna get another flat nose, and we're going to rotate these together. You never pull them apart, you always rotate or twist. And then it's off just a little there. I see. These weren't, and mine weren't perfectly round when I got them out of the box anyway. So I'm going to use my little pliers, and I'm just gonna kind of push them together and see how that goes. Oh, there we go. I needed a little bit more. So sometimes you have to play with your jump rings. That's okay. There we go. Got it. So I've already crimped one end and put on the toggle end. I do not have any, well, I do. I just don't know where they're at, to be honest. Half my beading stuff is in a storage unit. So I just used a silver crimp, stainless steel crimp. And I'm using gold tiger's eye, or tiger's tail. And then I used, there were 4 of the large jump rings, so I have one of those there. You can't really see that, so that's okay. So that's all strung because I figure I make these so long, you guys don't really want to stay with me for hours. So we are now in the middle here. So I'm just gonna follow my pattern around, and I already separated out everything in here. So first we're gonna use the mahogany obsidian 4mm, I believe they were 4mm rounds, so I'll put one of them on. Then I had gold, I had enough gold in my bead mix. Oh, let me take this off. So I started to get trigger finger in my little pinky, and I've been dealing with that. And then I have this kind of khaki color, and then one of the kind of more pinkies colors, then the mahogany obsidian, come on, and one of the agates that were dyed. That's all right. They're still beautiful. Then I had a mahogany obsidian. And then in my bead mix, I got some of these bicones that were in that khaki color. So I have one of them. Then I'm going to string on my chains. And there was a baby jump ring. So it's a 4mm jump ring, looks like. And then I'm going to put another one of the bicones on. And those are nice because when you have it strung up, let me get it on there. It sits between the 2 beads and doesn't rub on the wire itself. So that's what that's going to look like. So now let's continue our pattern. I use one of the little beads I made, and this one may not work. I may have to get a drill. I did not drill all my stuff through, so come on, baby. Come on, baby. There we go. There we go. And then I used another one of these. Now, each of our bead mixes are going to be slightly different. So, and you may not have this pendant. You can do it however you want. You could use this and still cut off those. If there's a little bit of jaggedness with them, just use an emery board like you get at the Dollar Tree, because those are real thick ones, and just sand it a little. And you could use one of the mini filigrees we got, or you could hang this down. These were the wavy ones, wavy mahogany obsidian pieces we got. You could hang that down. I just happen to have this, and I don't know, guys, honestly, I've had it for years. It's just been floating around. And I was going through all my pendants because I didn't want to use the filigree, because honestly I wasn't going to use the this color because I don't typically wear anything but silver. But yeah, you could put a filigree hanging off it. That would be really cool. So there's many ways you can do that. So you don't have to use my exact beads. I just wanted the color combination for the fall. And to be honest, I just watched Colleen do her first project and her opening of it, unboxing of it. And she used these mustard colored ones. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to use those, because I really liked it when she used it. Otherwise, I would have probably not used it. So now we're at this. I need one of these beauties, the agates. And then I had a little faceted one, and I wanted the faceted because I wanted some sparkle in it. Because the mahogany jasper was very dark for me. And I'll probably wear it with a black shirt anyway. So I needed the light, which is why I added I may have to go from this side. Come on. I tried these before. Okay, I can see the hole from this side. Come on, just go through. Just be my friend. I don't want to spend an hour doing this because these poor people have a life. Yeah, I could see through this one. I could see through it. Oh, darn, darn, darn. Let me see here. So I'm just going to try and do this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to... Oh, there. I felt it go through. I thought I had already tried this one. Okay, so we'll get this on. No, I won't. Okay, come on. You know, when you have hollow beads, that's the worst to get your string through. There we go. Got it. So I'm at this one right here. So now I need these beautiful... I really do like these agates. I thought they turned out really well. Mahogany jasper. And I don't typically wear these colors, so I was kind of excited to see that because I wear a lot of black shirts. So I can put this with it easy enough. Except it was 90 degrees here. It's been 90 degrees here for days, and I don't know if we'll ever hit anything that's not that. So I'm so annoyed with this hot weather. I am ready for the 70s and below. So that. Now go back to the pinky color. So to figure this out, I dumped out my bead mix and then I separated it out because I got lots of peanuts, which made me like so excited. So I'm there. I did that. Mahogany. Sorry, I can't do a pattern and talk. So I have ideas for the peanuts that we got in it, which I was really excited about because I like that. I have some that I'm going to make earrings for us, and I have some that I'm going to make into a bracelet or a necklace. I haven't decided which one it's going to be yet. This one. And so I'm excited. I really was excited. They put blues with this, which really was a different take on fall, and I liked that. That was fun. Oh, no, I have to get one more of my homemade beads. Let's see if I can get one. Does this one have an opening? No, it looks like I need to poke it through. There we go, just like that. Remy, come here, I got a treat. Come here. Come sit. Good boy. I was prepared this time, so you guys don't have to listen to him bark. So what do you guys think of this bead box? Are you happy with it? Did you have a lot of ideas? I think it's cool. It was a different take, like I said. Okay, no. Where am I at? Okay. It was a different take, and I love that they're giving us the little bead mixes with all the fun stuff, because that really then pushes you a little bit more. And I'm a matchy person, so for me to have, you know, some of that difference is a good thing. Is a good thing. And that's why I like Beadbox Bargain subscription, because it always does, even if it's not something I would pick, I can always make stuff. And that's why I added my own pendant this time. I know there are purists out there who are going to not be happy with me because I put in my own pendant. But the problem is I have so many Beadbox Bargains or bargain bead boxes, and I messed it up right there. That's what I was thinking. And I don't use all of it because, you know, I've just tried to just use exactly what's in the box, and I have so much left over. And my goal is to start using up all of it and getting as much stuff made as possible, whether I give it away, sell it, or keep it for myself. So I went ahead and did that this time. And I think that you can find a pendant on your own or make one from the box too, like I said. Sorry, I had to grab a drink. But it's your choice how you use them, and I just decided that I really wanted to make something that I would either wear or I could give to someone I know. And that I liked. So, you know, it's kind of your own. You do what you want with it. Oopsie, I'm missing one bead. I forgot to grab one. That's all right. I'm sure I have one of those. Right? Oh, I hope it's the right color. Yeah, it is. Okay. So there we have it. And I know it's always hard to see when you're stringing. There we go. So I'm going to double check my pattern before I yep, okay. Because I'm talking and I don't want it to mess up. So I'm going to put on my crimp. I already put the ring on my toggle. But look how well the tiger's tail matched. I was so excited. Because I would never use this color tiger's tail typically. So I was glad that I had it. Oh, this is going through all the beads. I don't need that long a tail. You don't need your tail. Lots of people cut it off at the top. I just don't like the way that looks, so I don't do that. I string it through beads, even if it's just one bead. So I'm going to get this and pull this down. I need you to pull down, please. I can't believe I forgot that. I was watching Colleen, and then I was watching, it's called Ginger Chick Rehab. She redoes furniture and stuff. So, okay, so I always make sure that we don't need that in here anymore, that my necklace is like this because I want it to be fluid. I don't want it to be tight. And this tiger's tail isn't the most isn't the most fluid of our stringing materials we have. I shouldn't have put it through all these, I don't think. Sorry, I'm having so much trouble. Okay, there. Now let's try it again. And let's not. And I don't want to pull my, which side is it? I don't want to pull my jump ring out. Okay, there we go. There we go. There's always another way to do it. So that's a little long still, but not too bad. So, okay, I do not use the magical crimpers. I have them, I've just never tried them. I will sometime, I'm sure, but let me see. I'm going to try, see if we can do it just a little bit more. Yeah, yes, we did. Perfect. I need that to come down. There we go. So you put it in where you don't want your strands crossed, and I've made a C. These have different steps, so I'll go to the second one and push it down, and then the third one and squish, 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 and the fourth one if you need it. And I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna try and cut this. Make sure you're cutting the right one. You don't want to have to restring. There we go. Beautiful, guys. I really like this, and like I said, if it ever cools off, I might wear it. I could wear it with a black t-shirt. So here we go. So there's the pendant with that on it. You can see it had a hole in the back. I just glued over it, and then it hangs down. So you can tell me, guys, if you if you're a purist and just use what you get in the box, or if you use stuff from your stash. Let me know. I will be back. What I love the most out of this box is the petrified wood that we got, and I'm very excited to make a necklace with this, maybe a bracelet. And this is what we have left of the things we've used. I still have tons of the bead caps, plus I have over a half strand of the mahogany obsidian rounds. I still have about a half a strand of the agates, and then tons of the bead mix still. So I haven't even used, I barely touched the surface. So have a great night. I hope you're looking forward to this weekend. We only got Thursday and Friday, and you guys can make it. And like I said, let me know if you're a purist. Oh, and I had one question. So this is the smaller of the two filigree. And I was thinking, because this mahogany obsidian doesn't have anything right here, no patterns or anything, and I thought about maybe gluing that on. But then I thought maybe it was too much. So you can let me know if you would glue it on or if you would just leave it that way. I can't decide. And I thought about adding some dangles. So when I do my wrap up, I may have changed it by the time you guys see it next. Have a great end of your week, and I look forward to hearing from you and seeing what beautiful things you all are making. Bye.